Well, hello everyone. I'm so glad to be here with you. I was in mid drink, but I was like, I've got to get this going. Right? 7:04. Not bad. Okay. Happy Thursday, everybody. So glad to be here with you. Let me check and see. Looks like I'm on both Facebook and YouTube. So welcome. Pardon the red eyes. It just happens. Lots of screen time today, lots of spreadsheets today, and lots of allergies. So, anyway, please come on in, say hello as you're coming in. Whether you're on live or on replay, I welcome you. I'm very glad to have you here. We're going to do some fun things tonight. We are going to case an event that was for demonstrators only over this last weekend. We're going to case a couple of the projects because they're that good. Hi, Jenny. Very nice to see you jumping in. I'm all itchy. Hello, Roz and Lori. All right, here comes everyone. So, how has your week been? It's Thursday night already. I say this every week, right? But how does this happen? I don't know. The only thing that comes faster than Thursday night is Sunday afternoon when I go live. Yes. Hi, Sue. How are you doing? Okay, let's just settle down, everybody. I think that light's going to be okay. It really only matters on the desk. So, Jean's coming in from hopefully a beautiful North Dakota. So, we had some very unseasonably cool weather last week through the weekend, through probably Tuesday. And I think we're spiking back up. Not too bad. I don't want to complain yet. I will save that for the triple digits. But you can tell it's getting a little hotter. I know. Weeks, months, years roll by too fast, don't they, Lori? Hey, Madison. Very nice to see you. And that cute little picture of Greta just turned 2. Yes, she's the cutest little pup. She's not a little, but you know what I mean. She is definitely a pup. You can tell. You can see it in her face. And I got to see her live on Tuesday night. She was taking a nap when we were having our team meeting because she had been at doggy daycare. And she was dead to the world, wasn't she, Madison? Madison was picking up her leg and was just dropping. And she had made herself very comfortable, it appeared, up on Madison's pillow. So Madison probably had to sleep on the couch that night. Here they are. So I ordered these. They are the 3Q Stampin' Up! Or Paper Pumpkin dies. And then I am famous for ordering 2 packs of these because I immediately lose the first pack. And so it got delivered during Creativity Now. So of course, I ran out there to get my stuff, showed the girls, and then I promptly put this somewhere where I didn't know. And I thought, well, I'm sure I threw it away. I even thought about it when I picked it up and saw what it was. Don't throw this away. Then I couldn't find it. And then this afternoon, I was putting away packages of envelopes, and there they were underneath the envelopes. So, oh, good. Yes, Deborah says she ended up buying 2 of them. Sometimes even if you don't lose them, you forget that you bought them, right? And then you go, oh, well, they're only $12. I'll get them again. I give them away for gifts. But sorry, guys, these are mine, and you can get yours. You can get yours too. I have an email coming out to subscribers tomorrow, in fact, which shows you sneak peeks of the next 3 months of Paper Pumpkin and gives you the link for this and everything else. Oh, good. Madison says, yes, she was sleeping on her pillow, but she's full of energy today and went swimming. She's a lab, yes? She's a lab, but she's white. Very striking, yes. She's very cute. And really, Deborah, these make really cute little, gifts, little beginning die sets for people. They're not overwhelming. They usually are generalized type images. This month or this quarter is really cool. It's got a hello, a circle. Looks like an acorn. Might be able to use it as a strawberry too. Yes, I bet you are. There's an acorn topper and there's a strawberry topper. I guess that means we're going to have some strawberries. Okay, so look at this one. See how I'm holding it? This would be the top of the strawberry. Or you can change its little hat. And then it's an acorn. Pretty crafty. There we go. Crafty. No pun intended. Yeah, I know, Lori. I do too. There's so many of them, and they're just really cute. What is that? Oh, that must be veining. Yeah, okay. So in this one, this must be the outline of strawberry leaves and then veining if you want to make detail, because you know we're all about the detail. And then look at this most perfect leaf. I'm in love with it. Okay, everybody, you need to get these. And you can only purchase them if you are a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber. But you can become one very easily. Like I said, I have an email coming out to customers or anybody on my email list tomorrow that has the link to purchase Paper Pumpkin, get signed up for Paper Pumpkin, and a link for those dies as well. So welcome everyone. Looks like lots of people are coming in. Hey Jill, nice to see you. I am Lisa Harden, coming to you live from a beautiful Boise, Idaho, as we discussed briefly. I remembered too late to put these glasses on, which are for use with my computer. Now you would have thought I would have put them on first thing this morning. No, I didn't. And so because of that, my eyes look like they're coming out of my head. And that's just how it goes. In fact, let's just get rid of them right now, okay? Shall we? Not that it's necessary, but oh, there. That'll help everyone. Okay, this is where we want to be anyway, right? All the crafty good tonight. So I am going to show you the projects that we made during Creativity Now, which was a demonstrator only virtual event from this weekend. I'm happy to answer questions about it, talk with you about it, anything you'd want to know about it. And while we're doing that, of course, we're going to stamp and chat. So that's the chatting part. And the stamping part is going to be working with different products than we used at Creativity Now, but casing two of the projects from the event. Now, casing is an acronym that we use, which stands for copy and selectively edit, or copy and share everything, whatever you prefer. Hello, Miss Jennifer, coming in. Kim, hello. Do never be sorry for being late, because you know what? Sometimes I'm late too. Oh my gosh, is that real? Yes, it's true. Let's see, I grabbed, this is part of a beautiful online suite of products. I don't think I've done a class just with this suite, but I have torn the pieces and parts apart and used them for lots of things. You must have it, okay? It's a group of natural papers with one set's just black and white, and then one set is all about textures and woven textures, to be exact. So we will take a look at those tonight. If you would like me to show you in the Stampin' Up! Store where they are, we'll probably do that too, okay? So that you know your way around. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all these beautiful products that I'm going to be showing you tonight, plus thousands more are available, okay? So if you are, whether you are new or well-seasoned to the world of paper crafting, that's card making, 3D items, home decor, whatever you can think of, memory keeping, we have some high quality products for you. And I love being a demonstrator. I love helping out my customers find exactly what they would like, and working through purchasing just the right thing. And so if you are looking for a demonstrator and you live in the United States, hey, here I am. Okay, happy to help. You can jump on over anytime to thestampingzoo.com and see some of the things that I offer. I have lots of registration links in the description below for my upcoming events. I hold both in-person and online events. So I think you can find something in all budgets and all creativity levels for yourself. So, oh gosh, I love that you guys are chatting. Casey's been working on Christmas cards with the jar bundle, and so has Roz. Well, it's funny that you mentioned Christmas because I'm going to be talking about that shortly. I have a Christmas in July event coming up, and I made a card with the featured bundle. And I'd love to show you, but I'm not going to right now. You get to see this later. There's a card in here. Oh, go ahead, I'll show you. Just kidding. I'm going to show you later in this hour or so that we're together, okay? But I made a card in here. Even I was astounded at its beauty, okay? So, yeah, let me take a look. Yes, I'm still surprised at its beauty. Okay, so anyway, I will show you that soon, and we will talk about the Christmas in July event that I'm holding. Hello, Sherry. Jean says she's on the fence about the jar bundle. That happens, doesn't it? We don't have to usually, we have a little time, especially the one that's Christmas based, right? We know that will be around for a while. Okay, I think we're also going to use the painted lavender dies. In particular, I kind of need this one, maybe this one. Jury's still out. I don't know which I'm going to use. I need options. But you really don't need that many options aside from this bundle because look at it. It's a gorgeous. All of these stamps they have some distinctive qualities. They are beautiful. Of course, the sentiments are great. You can use them for so many different cards. And then these are the dies that come with it. There are 8 of these beautiful rectangles, and each one has a different textural border. Isn't that perfect? And this one is kind of a little bit of an outlier, but it is great for long sentiments. So, or other decorative pieces. So anyway, you want this. You just didn't know it. You want the Textured Notes bundle if you don't already have it. And as I said, I'm going to show you the papers that go along with this suite as well. This one carried over. It's an oldie but a goodie, kind of an oldie. It's not that old, but we still have the painted lavender bundle, and it's good. It's a good one. Okay, let's see. I wanted to show you, so what is Creativity Now? As I said, it is an online demonstrator-only event, so you need to have purchased the starter kit and be buying your products at a discount in order to attend this, what is now an annual event. The cost to attend the event itself was $35, and then you had the option of pre-ordering a holiday, Christmas, or winter themed suite of products. Again, a huge collection, and you could pick or choose. It was very nice. You didn't have to get the whole suite. You could just get one of the items if you wanted. Well, guess what I got? Yeah, I got the whole thing because it was beautiful. And I will just show you, let's see here. I have showed it to you before in an unboxing, I believe, but it's called Peace on Earth. And it really does give you a beautiful, peaceful feeling. But it's not all straight up Christmas. So look at these beautiful sentiments. So it's a very interesting, I guess, combination where the sentiments or the stamps are all sentiments, and then the dies are just all these images. Everything plays together nicely, as you will see. Oh, there's some extra pieces and parts. And this right here, this die, was the biggest surprise to me. I thought it was like to cut ribbon, just to cut like a hole to put ribbon in. It was not. It was the cutest letters you've ever seen for the dove to carry in its mouth. What? I mean, come on. How cute is that? And so I had to use that. So here's one of the cards. They were great designs. There were 3 cards on a box. I didn't make the box yet. I will, but I think it was the last project and I was like, okay, I just want to sit and look at what I did. So here's where I used the one of the doves with the letter, like sending love, get it? And then here's the sending part. All of these papers and die cuts are in this featured Peace on Earth bundle. That might not be what the suite's called, but the bundle's called Peace on Earth. So you've got beautiful designer series papers. We have some glimmer paper, which is outstanding. There's an embossing folder. And then, of course, this is one of the dies. So that was one of them. Lots of you have made it. Oh, and then we even have the embellishments too. So we get it all. We get beautiful ribbon as well. Now here's a card that my friend Maria made for a swap. So this was not for Creativity Now, but again, we could purchase the supplies. So this is the embossing folder, and it has a piece in the middle that coordinates with the dies. How clever is that? And so isn't that a gorgeous card that she made? I love it so much. And a little peek of some of the papers in there. And it's on Secrecy, but I keep this card with our Creativity Now cards because I like it. Okay, and then this was let's see. These are the 2 cards we're going to case tonight. Okay, this one, we were all shocked at how much we liked this card. I guess shocked because of the simplicity of it, right? It was what we started with, and we all kind of kept picking it up and looking at it afterward. It's so easy. You can use any of our papers, right? Specialty papers or just regular designer series papers. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to recreate that one, and then we're going to recreate this one. And now Alicia and Maria, they made alternate layouts of this card. I made this card as it was, I believe, as it was designed. Oh, I guess I just changed up the designer series paper that I used in the background. That was it. This gorgeous ribbon is part of the suite. So it's Misty Moonlight, and then it's silver. And then look at this beautiful paper. I mean, come on, Stampin' Up. Make me cry with the beauty. Here's a cool feature you can do with your embossing folder. And then they had us do these partial die cuts. So we're going to case this and switch it up a little bit. And then on the inside, of course, you can see the B side of this beautiful paper, some ink blending up here for the sky. And isn't that just lovely? I think it's going to be a beautiful surprise for your recipient when they open it up. So as you can see, part of this is adhered and part is not. So anyway, we're going to work on casing these 2. Okay. Oh yes, look, they just look so gorgeous together. Look at that glimmer paper back there. She's a beauty. Okay, no Peace on Earth tonight. That's for later. It'll come back, don't you worry. And let's see here. Why don't I warm up with the easy but stunning card? Okay, so as I said, the papers are very cool in this suite. You will not find them in the catalog. They're online. Okay, I will give you the item numbers though for the individual papers. This one is, I think it's called Woven Textures. Well, we're going to look it up online. It's a lot easier than me pulling out these papers. There's all sorts of cut pieces and half and whole pieces. So let's see what I've got here. But they are photographs, probably high resolution photographs, right? Look at that. And then made in our Stampin' Up! Colors, or they coordinate with our Stampin' Up! Colors so beautifully. Oh, and it wasn't 6 patterns. I think it was 4 patterns, 3 sheets each, which I think is kind of a nice format, especially if you are making swaps or multiples for whatever reason. It's very nice to get a few more sheets of each of the papers. Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, I want to see like the actual textures that they used. I would like this as like a grass window covering, wallpaper. I don't know. Isn't this fun? Oh, they're so cool. And there may be another pattern. I don't know, but I think that's it. I think there were 3. And then the second pack of paper in the suite, as I said, they are all black and white. Who loves black and white paper? And if you're in Jubilee, I used this in Jubilee with the Dino Days bundle, and we did all sorts of coloring techniques on this designer series paper. So don't think you need to leave it black and white. In fact, it's very difficult for me to leave it black and white because, you know, that's just who I am, right? Okay, here's 5 of the patterns. We're going to call it good. You're going to get the idea from just looking at these. Oh, yes. How fun, right? So again, very textural, botanical. They fit in with some of those leaf images on the stamp set. This one's very fun to color, just an FYI. Okay, so aren't they great? I really like this one. Oh, but I really like this too. This is really neat. It's almost like they took an ink pad or some sort of a sponge applicator, right? And that's really neat. Okay, one moment. In fact, you know, sometimes I digress, but like here is the card we did in Jubilee when we colored the paper, or I colored the paper. The fun thing about Jubilee is you can make your cards exactly as I do, or not. Okay, so anyway, I colored this with blends. Probably used a whole pool party, but that's okay. That's what they're for. And then put some paper on the inside and left that. Okay, so there's just an idea for you that they don't all have to stay black and white just because that's how they show up on your doorstep. So lots of variety, both in texture and in what you can do with them. KZ has used 2 packs of the woven DSP. Yeah, it's good stuff, isn't it? You just keep thinking of uses for it. It's for masculine, it's feminine, it's birthday, it's sympathy. How often do we say that? And anyway, let me take you over one moment here to, yes, I'm going to take you over to the Stampin' Up! Site so you can see where all of the options are for this suite. This is a very easy way to do it. And the pictures are much better than anything I can take. So, yourself, which did you do? Okay. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Okay. So I'm just going to, in the search bar, I'm just going to put up here textured. Oh, I better put in textured notes because there's a lot of textured things in our site. Okay. Oh, it's currently unavailable. What? Hurt my heart. It's the dies that are unavailable right now. But I'm going to show you something cool you can do. Okay, so when the dies are unavailable, when any one item is unavailable, you cannot use one item ordering. Okay, look at all this beautiful product. And then we also had the neutral embellishments. But here's what you can do. You can put yourself on a wait list to be notified. So where it says currently unavailable, it just says send me an email if it becomes available. All right, so just put yourself on that list. And in the meantime, since you can't order the entire suite, which is $100.50. Oh, it also has a beautiful embossing folder. Okay, it just keeps going with this. You can order the separate pieces. So you see I hit this drop down here and I can go and look for the paper. Paper's available. And all of these items are also part of the buy one, get one 50% off. And we have talked before about how to maximize that. So I'm not going to go over that again, but just know that all of these products are included in that because they're part of a suite. Okay, textured note dies, cling stamp set, botanical textures. Oh, no, I thought I already, what's the other paper called? Botanical textures. Oh, I need the drop down. There's so many things in this. Woven textures. Okay, right. No wonder I was getting it confused. Okay, so this is 4 different patterns, 3 of each. So keep that in mind. It's very handy, as I said. So that's where you can find those products. Not in a catalog. Don't have to be. The website's so easy. Again, just go to thestampingzoo.com, hit the Shop Now tab. It will take you over to the Stampin' Up page. You will be shopping with me at that point. So if that's what you intend to do, that's what you'll do. All right. That's the easiest way to get there. All right. So let's take a look at what we can do with just black and white and a stamp from this textured notes stamp set. So I have our basic white thick paper. Of course, I have one of our beautiful medium envelopes, second to none. I mean, when you go and even feel other envelopes, it's like, no, something's wrong here. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, so basic white thick. We sell this in both thick and regular weight. Thick is for card bases, okay? It holds up nicely. Thin is nicer for stamping and ink blending and all of those treatments we like to do to it, but it doesn't have the weight to hold up all of the pretty things that we like to do on the front of cards sometimes. So in this case, it's going to be super easy. We're going to tear. We're going to first decide which pieces, right? I like that. I like the dark black to kind of ground everything. And then I like the others just scooting up there. And then we're going to just grab this and decide which sides, the left or the right, we want to tear. And so did you see how I tore that towards myself? And when I did that, it shows the exposed edge. Now, if you tear away from yourself, I'll do it on some other paper. But if you tear away from yourself, then you don't see the exposed edge. So those are options, all right? This doesn't show off so much because it is white and it's black and white paper. So you see it a little bit more on these papers though, right here especially, where it's secret C, and then I have torn it towards myself and you can see the white core in there. So yeah. That's another option that you have. Okay, and then I think my spacing on this, I wish it was a little bit closer, quite frankly. So what happened? Oh, I froze. I may have been freezing when I moved back and forth between the website. So sorry. Am I back now? Or am I frozen? Just kidding. And because this is such a large border, I am going to use those crafty corners again. Lord, I need to think of something else to store these in. This envelope thing is irritating me. Kind of feel like, now I don't remember what I used, so let's see. So I am going to see if this is right. It is. So I had a 1/2 inch, just about a 1/2 inch. That's gonna work. A 1/2 inch in from the sides. And I am going to turn these over and put dimensionals on them. Hello, Cynthia, and thank you. Shared with love. I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. And so I hope everyone saw your emails today were the voting has started for Chopped. There's some great ones, as always. I got a lot of great ideas from them. So please take a look at them. And if you're going to take a look at them, please vote. Okay? Please vote. These people have worked so hard. So don't leave them hanging. Okay, now I am going to take this up a little bit. And because, as I said, I didn't like the spacing. So let me first put this, the first one's the most important one, right? Because once you get that straight, it's going to help you with these other things. So here I said I wanted to use the black, mostly black one on the bottom. And chargeable. There we go. Thank you, lovely assistant. I am coming up a little bit more from the bottom with this guy. Okay, now once I have that in place, now I feel a little more secure about stamping my sentiment. This is not normally the way we do it, right? But we don't have to do everything the same every single time. I would like to use that, oh, which one is? I guess thank you, because it's the largest. And I need something with a little heft. I don't know if that's the right word, but yes. Yes, cool people do Chopped. Obviously, Jill. Jill, you're one of the coolest. Are you kidding? I strive to be as cool as you. It'll never happen, but you know, when I think of cool, I think of you, that's for sure. I am going to just go right for it, and I'm going to use black. Now, I know some of you are thinking, of course, you're going to use black ink. Well, you could also use basic gray if you don't want it so intense, but we're just doing it black on white, which is kind of scary. So I'm a little scared, so why don't I grab some grid paper just to check it out first. Okay, nice little tappity tap. It's so pretty. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna do it. Oops, well, there goes the grid paper. Down in between the files. That's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it, right? Okay, that works. It's scripty, so it looks like I hit a little heavy on the left-hand side, but who cares? I don't care. Do you care? No, I didn't think so. We don't care about stuff like that because it can look totally like that's how your handwriting would be, right? Okay, now I'm going to bring these in. Can I still use the crafty corners? I think I can. Thank you, Cynthia. Oh, I mean, come on, girl. She's like, you got this. You got this. Okay, now, just since I'm here, I'm going to take a little more time with my measurements. So I was seeing like, okay, there's about a 1/2 inch in there between the cardstock and the stamping. So I'm going to go up here. So I'm about a 1/2 inch. So I still see a little bit of my words. And then I am going to bring in the next piece of paper. Easy, right? The hardest part about this design is making sure you get things straight, because that's what this design is leaning on, is being really kind of clean and contemporary. Okay. Third one should be a slam dunk. I'm not getting cocky though. And keep your eye on those ripped edges. Make sure you're putting them however you like them. I put these over to this side, the right side, this side. That's not very helpful. And then I put the first one to the left. Okay, that's it. It already looks cool, but it really is in the kind of connecting the pieces together there. That's the magic. That's where the magic happens. Now this could be anything. I'm dying to use Berry Burst, to be quite honest. I'm not going to. I can show a little bit of restraint once every 50 years, and I guess we're there. So I'm going to keep it black and white card, but you could use glimmer paper. I'm just saying. No, Arden, don't do it. Don't use glimmer paper. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this, which is lavender, sprig of lavender, and then I'm going to cut this, which are blooms of lavender, and then we will have some things to choose from, won't we? So I guess I have to do it in white paper. I'm dying here, people. You know I can't handle that. Okay, it looks like I have a good amount on that funky piece. I like pulling my scraps out and trying to guess what I was doing. This is, it's obvious. I was using Lovely Garden with that huge hydrangea, right? Okay, so just going to die cut these. And yes, one side of the paper had some ink on it, but guess what? The other side doesn't. So that's good. No adhesive sheet on these, okay? No adhesive sheet, because the middle, we don't want the middle to stick to the card base. It is going to be floating between the two of the strips of designer series paper. Oh, this was a good choice. Good choice. Why, thank you. I've made a few cards in my time. Look at this. How gorge. It has good presence. It has very good presence. This does too. This is, again, from that Peace on Earth set. But once you make the idea, then your mind starts turning and churning with all the different products you have. Hey, where's my take your pick tool? There it is. I put things in a tub ahead of time. You know how that always messes me up. I'm like, don't get so organized. Just leave stuff. But I can't. Oh, you dare me to use color. Don't even dare me, Cynthia. Maybe on the next card. I told myself, you show some constraint, Harden. Black and white. And then I said to myself, maybe a touch of Blackberry Bliss. And then I said, no. But I used some color on the sneak peek of the Christmas card that I'm going to show you soon. So that is how I satisfied myself after I made, after I decided on these cards. Then I said, okay, you can use color on the Christmas card. So I did. Thank you for sharing, Deborah. If you guys are enjoying this video, if you would please share it. You know that helps the Stamping Zoo get the word out, because otherwise we're just floating out here in cyberspace. It's a huge place to float, let me tell you. Okay, I think I'm going to put those, I think I want to use all three. I don't think it's too much because they are all white. So, okay, this is going to get tricky, Dicky. Okay, I think I'm going to grab this. Okay, and this is our old trick, you know, like dressing on the side. And then you eat all the dressing anyway, but dressing on the side. Okay, I'm going to dip the stem in there, and then I'm going to bring the top and do that. And then I'm like taking a little bit of it off. And then I'm going to bring it in here because you've got to span that blank area or the cool effect of this is not going to happen. It will get stuck in the middle. You'll have a saggy middle. Not what we want here. That. You need to settle down. See, I didn't put very much glue on it. We may end up gluing it down with other items, but okay, now do I want to bring this in? Oh, that's so pretty. With this on the top, maybe. No, I don't think so. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? It just jumped off there. All right, you can have a touch more. You can have a little more dressing. Black and white, thank goodness. So don't save this card for last. Save this card or make this card first before you get inky with anything else you're making, okay? Hello, Holly. How are you doing, my friend? It's nice to see your name pop up. Jennifer and Cynthia, you little troublemakers. It's more of like you need to dare me to not use color. You know that. You've been around here for a while. Like a clown threw up in here sometimes, and that's the way I like it. Okay. Let's bring this one down a little bit and down a little bit. That's quite pretty too. I keep seeing these little pieces and parts and I'm worried that I have ink on it. And then how about if this just kind of comes across like that? So again, I'm doing this so I can see, okay, where do I need some glue? I'm a little bit safer putting glue on this piece because it spans over the top of these two pieces, these two sticks, right? So we have a little more space or allowance of where we can put the glue. But I'm going to try and bring it in here, and then you want to hold it so it sticks down there. You can also put a little block on it. There. Perfecto! Okay, let me grab my black twine and then we'll splatter it with Stampin' Blends. No, I'm just kidding. Contain thyself, Harden. Okay. I am reading this book, you guys. It is tearing my heart out. And I was reading it before I came live, and I was almost like, I shouldn't have been reading it because I like my happy self to be here with you, and I always look forward to it. You know, this is fun for me, being with you guys. But I'm reading this book, and it's tough. It's one of the best books I've read in a long, long time. But it's like, you know, it's taken a pound of flesh for me because I get really invested in these people. So I've mentioned it before. I think I'm going to finish it tonight. It's called All the Colors in the World, and it is about it's just under 600 pages. So you would think like, no, I don't have time. In fact, it's for book club, and we thought we were going to read it over a 2-month period, and then we changed our schedules. So it was in 1 month, and I really thought, oh, I don't think I'm going to get this read. I thought I was going to have to listen to it on Audible, which I'm not opposed to, but I'm so glad I'm reading it. It's just a great, rich reading experience. But Lord, it is like I've laughed, I've cried, I've worried about these people. It's fiction, by the way. It's like, just let it lie, would you? My mom would be like, it's just a book. She never lets herself get like immersed in a movie or something. She'll like laugh, and I'll be like, how can you be laughing? I'll cry. She'll be like, it's just a movie. Okay, this one's fighting me. Okay, oh, there, it's not fighting me now. It was twisting too much, and I was gonna have to glue it down with a glue dot and give it the what for. I still may have to, but okay, now glue dot time. All right, and then also I do believe that, speaking of sagas, I believe that my sprinklers are all fixed now. I thought the guy was just going to come out for one morning, and it's kind of like when you take a wall down in your house, you never know what you're going to find. And mine are well maintained, but it just happens. Trees and flowers grow and get in the way. Sprinkler heads need to be raised, all that sort of business. Something that's supposed to be really quick and easy is not so. And thank you so much for sharing, Corinne. And hello, I appreciate that. Okay, look, I am going to this one. It just needs a little more help. Ugh. I don't want to. I wish it was just go with me and be free flowing. But see, it wants to twist. Am I going to have to take you off? No, stop it. Bad mamma jamma. Okay, well, we're going to do that for now. I may have to take it off and redo it for its picture. This is the card. Okay, I'm taking that off. It's driving me insane. I can't stand to look at it. Okay. This is the card. Isn't it gorge? I mean, come on. This is a killer design. It is so clever in its simplicity. And yes, you can splatter this with blends. You can put on all the embellishments in the world. You can use every color that you have. You can use all the colors in the world, just like the book. And it's a winner, right? Don't you think? Okay, so there you have the case of Creativity Now. I think that was our first card at Creativity Now as well. I have not watched the first episode of The Gilded Age yet because I've been reading this book. But I'm so excited that I have one to watch. Yay! That show is so cool. I also I've been watching the Sex and the City, I guess it's like a continuation. It's called And Just Like That. I don't know. I gotta say, I don't always love the story, but I watch it for the scenery and the fashion. It's outrageously cool. So I watch things for different reasons, I guess. I know we all do that, don't we? Hey, let's take a look at what's going on in the zoo world. It's pretty fun, if I do say so myself. First of all, please remember that with every purchase of $20 or more, you earn Stampin Rewards of 10% to use on a future order. You can save them up for up to a year, or you can spend them as soon as you get them. Okay, and it's lovely. I love this promotion. Not a promotion, but I love this rewards system from Stampin' Up. There's no host codes. Nothing you have to do except order it online, right? Okay, please don't forget the exclusive Llama Lounge will open for its first time the beginning of January. In order to earn your admittance, just place a $30 or more online purchase with me, and the lounge will be open for you. The lounge comes to you in the form of an exclusive link or an exclusive video that's only sent to you by email link. And I'm going to teach a different technique every month. And you will also receive a PDF with that that will show you the highlights from the techniques, as well as has a QR code so you can go back and watch the technique video at any time. There will be a different technique video to earn every month. Did I say January? No, I meant July. July. And so there will be a different technique to learn each and every month. And if you miss that month, you just miss it, okay? It's not to be earned at a later time. So you can, like I said, you get to earn those each and every month, and I'm going to be so excited to bring you the first one just a couple weeks away. So please watch for that. And like I said, very easy to earn your place at the Llama Lounge. And thank you in advance to all my lovely customers. Okay, here we go with the Christmas. It's Christmas in July bingo and card class. It's on Thursday night, July 17th at 6:30 Mountain Time. So that's kind of hits in the middle of the evening for everybody. So even you East Coasters, let's get you in there. We're going to play 4 games of bingo. We're going to make 4 cards, or you'll receive 4 card kits that feature the Bauble Blooms bundle. Say that 3 times fast. I will show you one of the cards. Well, no, I'll show you a card that I made. This isn't necessarily for the class, but it will give you an idea of all the fun we're going to be having with the class. And like I said, it's a bingo, okay? The prizes are Stampin' Up! Gift certificates. So who doesn't love that? Please look for the details and registration down in the description of this video. You can add the bundle to the class. I send that via a separate PayPal invoice, but you just need to tell me in the registration if you would like that. The bingo event itself is $40. That includes shipping, all the bingo supplies. Yes, we play real bingo with real bingo cards, and I have an alternate bingo where we play playing cards. Oh, Roz, we're going to miss you. I love it when you and Cindy come on. It's so fun. Anyway, it's going to be a very, very fun one, so please sign up for it. The deadline is coming up soon. All right, July Stamp Camp. If you live in Boise or if you are planning on being here, please attend July Stamp Camp on Saturday, July 12th. From 10 to 1, you get to make 4 cards using current Stampin' Up! Product. The cost for this class is $25 or absolutely free with your $30 order. You do not pay until the day of class. You can register again with the links in the description. And also for this July Stamp Camp, I will be starting my BOGO event. So that will be in person, and and then I will, in the couple of months following that, probably more towards the end of July, first week of August, I will start a BOGO online, but this is the first time I will have it, is July 12th. Okay, Jubilee is coming up. It comes to you every month, each and every month, about the 20th of the month. You receive about $25 in product and supplies to make 5 cards and 1 project. You craft along with me on your time, because this is an online event where you will receive video tutorials, and a PDF for all of the projects. To make them as designed, I do use a featured bundle. You can use that bundle with your kits. You can choose something from your stash. You can purchase it from yourself. But if you purchase it from me during the same time that you're registering for the kit, I pay the shipping and tax. So as a little thank you to you, this one's going to be so beautiful. If you saw me use the painterly pairs in the last couple of weeks, you know that the paper itself almost makes you cry. It's so gorgeous. So please register for this event by July 5th. Can't wait to have you there. And finally, I do have an August Stamp Camp set as well. Same criteria as July. BOGO may or may not be going on then, but if so, well, I don't know. It probably will be going on then. But That is Saturday, August 9th at 10 a.m. And so thank you so much, everyone. Yes, that you definitely need to watch out for if you are going to register for bingo Christmas in July. And Roz asks, no, Jean is asking, do you have to use this bundle? You do not have to use this bundle because, as usual, just like with Zubilee, Jean, you'll receive the kits and they will have enough variation in the pieces and parts that you can choose something else if you like. Okay, so this is Bauble Blooms. It is $35 or $35.50. I don't remember. Again, if you want to add this to the bingo event, I'm going to pay the shipping and tax. Okay, so keep that in mind. And these are the cool stamps, and it's buildable, right? It's like two-step stamping. And here is the card I made. And so you can see them kind of come to life. It's this beautiful ornament, and you can use any or all of the little pieces and parts. It was very easy to work with, and I just think it's gorgeous, right? So here's my first Christmas card of the season. Woo! And so here are the stamps, and then I find this, I would call this kind of set approachable because there are only 5 dies, but they get the job done. Okay, so you have that really cool ornament with the pin detail around the outside. Then you have this one that cuts out the flowers and the greenery. You have 2 toppers, maybe, okay, and a bow. That's all you need. And so, as I said, the event will include 4 card kits, and we'll make them together on Zoom. We'll play bingo together on Zoom. You'll know at the end of the night if you are a winner. Okay, and so please think about joining me for that. I mean, look at how fun this is. You want to make 4 cards out of this. Come on. This is going to be a good one. And I'm going to pull, you know, all sorts of different consumable products. So they won't all be green. They won't all be Blackberry Bliss. They'll be just 4 different designs. Okay. So that is what Bauble Blooms looks like. Just a tiny bit. Okay. So let's get into this stunner of a fun fold. It's not really that difficult of a fun fold. It's just that all the pieces and parts, all the layering that goes into it makes it really special. I've done just a tiny bit of work, okay? So the base is a piece of designer series paper. That helps it be really showy on both sides. It is 4 by 12, and you score at, I want to double check, 2 and 7.5. Yeah, you score at 2 and 7.5. Okay, and it's easier if you use non-directional paper. As you saw, I used the doves on this because I just loved them so much, and it's fine, but on the back, of course, they're flying upside down. So non-directional is easiest, and when they made the card on Creativity Now, they used a non-directional paper. Okay, all right, I'm also going to change it slightly because also on Creativity Now, they have the smaller tab at the top. It doesn't change any functionality, but again, the way my paper was, that's how I had to do it. So we are going to, this is your card base, okay? 4 by 12, scored at 2 and 7.5. Get you to this point, okay? And then instead of having this piece with the embossing, I decided to die cut all sorts of different pieces. This is actually going on the inside of the card. And it's kind of odd for me to use pecan pie, but you can definitely write on pecan pie. It is light enough for that. So I want to kind of secure that down in there. Now this has also been die cut. Can you see that? I used one of the, well, you can't really see it on there either. You can't see it so much on these woven patterns because they're just so realistic. But this is going to be in place of this Misty Moonlight panel. Okay, and then I die cut another piece in pecan pie. Now this you can really see. The die comes out real cleanly in that. And then we are going to layer. So this piece is equivalent to this white piece. Okay. And then instead of the glimmer paper, right, we're going to use a little bit of copper, which is in a package of metallics, and I think it's called textured metallics. So if you are trying to order it on the site, just go type in metallics, and there are 2 or 3 different types of metals represented there. Okay, now I am going to take the next smallest rectangle and cut this. So this one was the one I used. So I'm going to cut it with this guy, and then we'll go from there. Okay, 1 minute. Oh, this is good. Look at that. That's really cool. Okay, so we're going to trim that down now because I want to try to mimic how they did this. And then we will have, I don't know, some sentiment down there. Now we may have to pull a different sentiment. No, we could use a little note of appreciation. That would be kind of fun. Okay, so they cut this just about half. So I made a note to myself to cut this at about 1 3/4. Okay, this won't hurt a bit. Hello, Heather. Very nice to see you. We are working on alternates from Creativity Now. The designs from Creativity Now. Creativity now, not later. Okay, so you don't get the the textured piece is gone from that, but I don't think it matters. I think it's pretty fun that way. So we cut it off there, and then we're going to have our sentiment down here, right? Kind of. Let's see. Could I bring one of these in? One of these sentiments? No, those are too big. Those 2 are way too big. We'll see if I have a birthday. Oh, I'm thinking of a birthday sentiment we might want to bring in here. Because again, these cards are, this is a Christmas card. You could have used a sympathy on it or anything. Birthday, as I said. Okay, now this is how this card is going to be laid out in the front. And right here, I am going to use the trio hole punch on back order. If you didn't get it, don't come crying to me because I told you right when it came live, get it. Okay, didn't I? I did. Don't make me guilt you into this. Here, actually, I'm going to turn this over so the finished part. So now you have to wait until it comes back into inventory. I'm sorry. That's how it goes. It's a beautiful pack of 3 different hole punches. One's an 1/8 of an inch hole punch. One is a ribbon hole punch. And then you have this one that's like I would just call it like a slot punch. And so go out to the website. This is currently unavailable, right? But remember I showed you there is that notification system out there. So you can put your email in and you will receive a notification when that becomes live. Or not live, but when it comes back into inventory. Hello, Ruth. I was just going to say Rose, but that's not right. No, not today. Unless, I think I was trying to combine Roz and Ruth. See where I was going with that? You do. I was just being goofy. Oh, I didn't get that quite centered. Let's see if I can move it. Oh, I can. Okay, perfect. So I can move that over. Yes, I've lost the top part of my nail. That's okay. The doctor will fix it on Saturday. Okay, let me roll away for a minute here. I'm right here. Don't run off. I want to see what other sentiments I have that I'm thinking would be really fun with this. I really like that bestie stamp set. Let me see that thing. Where'd that go? I thought I was just looking at it in here. Yeah. Pattern of Friendship. I like that one so much. Let's see if we can work that in. And as a backup, no, that can't be a backup. We need a sentiment that's more like condensed into a square shape, don't we? Let me see. I'm a-looking. Oh. Nope, those are too long. Okay, well, let's just see if that works. I mean, I want to use it, so. This is so fun. Pattern of Friendship. Also an online stamp set. 165383 is its item number. I think you need it, don't you? It's so cute. It's so cute. Casey says she's waiting on the floral washi tape. Yes, that's out as well, isn't it? Did you sign up to receive the notification? I'm sure that you're not alone in waiting for that. Oh, this is so close. Maybe. Let's see. I could do that. And what's my image? Like, what's my, in place of my dove, what is that going to be? I didn't think about that because I was thinking, let's see. I was going to put something up on a circle. I just don't remember what that may have been. What was the circle going to be? Let me see. What do I have in here? If you have an idea, yell it out in the comments. We might have a cute, let's see. We could use this. We could just use this little rose right there. It's certainly the right size, isn't it? It's a very cool one. Now, why don't I cut that out in beige? I realized I said that as a question. That's because I don't know. Oh, okay. So the washi's supposed to be back July 7th. Okay, good to know. Yeah, let's try a beige because the ribbon, we're going to use beige ribbon as well. Okay. Let's check it out. Oh, that's neat. I haven't cut this out yet. It's kind of cool, guys. Look at it. It's really neat. Does it read like rose or does it read as, what is that? Does it read as alien or does it read as rose? You guys let me know. We could use this too if we wanted. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's do that just to see. We have options. We have so many options. You have no idea how many options are in this little teeny room. All organized though. Okay, these are dies from Charming Day, which are going to be available to customers on July 1st. Available as a pre-order to demonstrators now. Just one of the reasons why you want to get your starter kit. So yes, okay, edged with pecan. I was just thinking I'm going to bring the blending brush in. They use the blending brush several times. used the blending brush several times in Creativity Now, and so it got stuck in my head again as, like, don't forget about that. It's such a simple but such an effective technique. Okay, so these are the dies from Charming Day. We talked about it last time I saw you because they coordinate with June's Paper Pumpkin. So if you have that sweet and Paper Pumpkin, oh my gosh, you can create until the cows come home. Okay, let's see. I need a brush that looks, well, it's either clean or looks like it could be used for brown. Wow. That is almost like unheard of that there's one in there that's kind of clean. Shocking. Okay, where is my pecan? I love pecan pie. Well, I mean, I do like pecan pie, but like the real stuff. But I like this pecan pie is what I was thinking of. Bad pecan pie, it can be really gross. Pecan pie that I make or that my mom makes, delicious. Just delicious, I tell you. Okay, you got to be careful or you will rip up this little tender die cut. But that's okay because we can be careful when we need to be. We're not always wild here. Sometimes we are, though, aren't we? Sometimes we're wild. We are the Stamping Zoo after all. Can't help it. We can't help it. Ooh, that's so pretty. I like that. Okay, it would come across like that. A little spray. Now I think the rose needs more. It has so many cuts. Kind of leaning towards that sprig though, just because of the shape of it. Then here's the rose. You know, that's pretty cool. I'm not throwing that away, that's for sure. I'll use it for something. Okay, very pretty. And then the pressure is going to be on me because I was kind of a dunce head and I glued down that foil, didn't I? And now I have to stamp. I stuck before I stamped. And there's no leeway. But I like the sentiment so much. It's so nice. Thinking of you brings a smile to my face. And then it has that like big fat smile, right? Okay, can we do it? We're doing it. Let me see. Let me make sure. Oh, it just fits. Pressure. Under pressure. Okay, since that's early espresso, I am going to use early espresso. I really want this to jump out on that pecan pie. Okay, that needs to go off to the side. Still with me? Everybody still with me? Okay. Are you rooting me on or are you waiting to see a car wreck? Which is it? I think you're rooting me on. I know you are. Okay, I'm going to smush. We need to get this primed and ready. And I don't think I've stamped with it a lot. Okay, that's looking really good. Now, once I clean it off, here we go. Do I have artificial nails? Yeah, artificial. I mean, I have real nails underneath. I can't get it. There we go. So I have real nails, but they paint acrylic and gel on the top. Okay, that looks really nice. Eek, we're going for it. I may have to redo this. I'm going to watch. Everybody's going to drop off if I don't get this right. So I've got to. Ooh, the pressure. I don't know. I know. Taking a deep breath. Oh, it's so cute. Thinking of you does bring a smile to my face. There was nowhere to go, which I guess was kind of helpful, right? It wasn't going to be crooked. There was no place to move it. Okay, that's really pretty. And these sentiments are fun. These big bubbly letters, they're just so sweet. Friends are the family you choose for yourself. Thanks for being the best, bestie. Happy birthday. You bring so much joy and laughter to my life. And they're a really nice size where they can some of these can be like the sentiment and the subject of the front of your card, just with some beautiful designer series paper. So keep that in mind. Okay, then finally, we're going to put this on. Well, not finally. We have a couple more steps. We're going to put this on with some glue dots. Don't you love this? I love casing. Oh, thanks, Kim. She says she gave me the thumbs up. Looks nice. Okay. Now, I don't have to put a glue dot on every one of these, but I'll probably do at least 3. I don't want it to get snagged when it's going in and out of the envelope. You know, you've been there before. Okay, I'm going to come down just like this. Hello, puppy. Oh, it's 8:20. How you doing? Hi, kid. How you doing? She said, I'm ready for my meds. Comes with a big old slice of turkey. Okay. Mom's going to help you in a minute. You know it, bugaboo. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. This like little element is just so gorgeous. Got these like, it could be blueberries or it could be just rose hips or whatever. Isn't that nice? It's going to be the centerpiece of our card, so it has to be a little something, you know? Neat. I like how this is working out. Okay, we can go ahead and glue the front onto this, and I just want to make sure I don't forget about the ribbon. Don't let me forget about the ribbon. In fact, where is it? I need to put it right in front of my noggin. There we go. Okay, so this is going to get placed up at the top, okay? And so I'm going to use Sil Plus carefully. And that's all, like just keep it up at the top. Sorry, something caught my eye out there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it at the fold, but not over the fold. And check your left and your right side there. Okay. Ooh, these textures on top of each other. They're beautiful. This, let's put, since we did that piece of leaf, you could die cut another one if you wanted, but I'm just going to grab this one and stamp it because it's really delicate and beautiful. And I shouldn't have closed well, you should always close your inks. What am I saying? We needed the early espresso again. Thinking of you brings a smile to my face. Look at it. See? I do not steer you. Oops. Hi, Dad. I do not steer you guys wrong when I say something's gorgeous. Kind of is, right? Mm-hmm. I know it's treat time. I associate it with their medicine, right? And so when I shake the pill bottle, they come running. It's really sad. My children. But sometimes when I'm getting my own meds, then they come too. When I'm feeling like I fill this pill bottle for the week, you know. And when I'm doing that, they're coming around. Hey, what's going on? Anybody got any turkey? No. Mom doesn't take her pills with turkey. Sorry. All right. And this might run out on me because, of course, I forgot to go get the refill. Yes, I knew it. I knew we were on the edge. We were living dangerously with that. That's okay. Boop. Not so dangerous now, is it? Okay, so is everybody thinking about which kind of variations you're going to make with this? Tell me, tell me. I think it's easier to put this in sideways. what papers or dies or bundles are you thinking of using to create this card? I mean, it's so pretty. Okay, we'll see you later, Kim. I hope you've had a good time with your grandson. That's cool. All right, so this is the it's basic beige classic ribbon. Okay, gorge available. I don't believe that it's out of stock at all. You need a little bit of ribbon. Okay, I don't know how much because I don't tear it off. I don't tie it. I don't cut it. Sorry, ahead of time. So I don't know. I don't recall. But I know that I'm going to have you bring it out here and kind of leave it for a minute. And then on this, I want you to run dimensionals so that we have room for the ribbon to slide back behind it. And I want you to make a channel for the ribbon. Well, guess what's going to come in handy for that? Sides of your Stampin' Dimensionals. So you're going to have, let me make sure, you're going to have almost the whole thing on dimensionals. And see, like this is kind of over the edge, or it's going to be hanging off of the edge. So don't worry about bringing the dimensionals clear down to the bottom, but just run them on the sides like that. Oh, are you getting impatient? Are you kidding me? And then this guy comes in. Whoops. Look at that. What a pretty little thing to send to a friend or your mom or your son or whoever brings a smile to your face when you think of them. Don't you think you should let them know? I think you should. And I'm going to bring this down. You have some leeway with the ribbon, right? Just make sure it's middle-ish. Hey, are you getting into the... What are you doing? Get out of those swamps. He's getting curious. He's like, if you're not going to help me, I'm going to check. Cashy, get out of the swamps. I better pick those up. Probably have candy in them. Hey, Cashy. Ketchapoo! What are you doing? Get out of the swamps. I got you. You better watch out, mister. You're being a bad baby. You better come here. Come here. Now you have to see everybody. Who was doing that? It was this guy. It was the cashew nut. He was looking in the swamps for jelly beans, weren't you? Or a bad baby. You're going to get a pink. Oh. All right, Mom's going to see you in a minute. Mom will see you in a minute. Get in there, dog breath. Okay. So we have this down here. And then we're going to tie this. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of wish this was up taller now that I made a big stink about putting it down at the end. We're changing that. We're changing this part of the design. Can I? Please. Okay, good. Somebody was in the 3D swaps. So I was watching that instead of watching you, Mr. Card. Okay, let's try that again. Where does it look good? I think it looks good centered. Okay, that's better. I know. Cassie, get out of the swamps. Oh my. Okay, I could have fed this through before I put it down, but it's pliable enough. That's partially why I didn't, or that's one of the reasons why I didn't seal this end down, because you need it to be a little bit loose for the ribbon. Okay, So then I just tie it at this point. And really, I'm going to give myself a little extra over what I have on that one. Oh, and you should make sure it's not twisted in the back. Okay. And then now I'll go ahead and cut it. Okay. So yes, this will fit in an envelope. Yes, it's going to need extra postage. Your friend is worth it. Okay, I cut off too much. That's annoying. But I will use this for another bow. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I love this variation. It's quite gorgeous, don't you think? Okay, one other thing that I want you to do once it's complete like this, make sure you get that right where you want it. Turn it over and put 1 or 2 glue dots underneath your ribbon. And then when, of course, when they open it. Oh, you've already seen the swaps, Jean. They are 3D swaps from Onstage. I had them out during Creativity Now, and they're in a bag sitting over there. So I know that, I don't know, he just likes, they've always come in here and chewed on paper, and I give them paper sometimes to chew on. Well, sometimes they're like, okay, that's great, but I think I would like to choose my own paper. So I'm going to have to pick those up. Hello, Sarah. Very nice to see your little name pop up. Sarah's in Chopped. Brought us a beautiful card this month. I'm not going to tell you which one. Votes are anonymous until the winner is announced. Okay, I love this card. I think I might even like it. Well, I like it as much as this for sure. Maybe better. But the thing that I really love about this is that they made some sky up here. And with, of course, another reason to use the die, the dove die. So be watching for Peace on Earth to come to demonstrators in August, customers in September. Okay, but you can get all of these products now. I showed you where they are on the website. Of course, we could bring embellishments on here. I don't even know that it needs embellishments besides what's here. But we have the gorgeous textured notes bundle with the dies. Okay, so that is one of our cased cards from Creativity Now. And then here's the other one. They were winners. They were real winners. Okay, now that we're at the end and I've taken a breath, I'm going to see if I can tie a black bow. Can she? Can she not? I don't know. If I can't do it this way traditionally, then I could always do rabbit ears. Okay, so don't tie the knot up. Don't make the knot tight until you've got the loops down to a manageable size. Okay, and then see this one still. It's like I must twist, but I don't like that. I have to fight with it. Talk it out of it. I try to cajole it. Keep my finger in there. Sometimes that helps too. The birds are just singing. They can't help themselves. They're so happy out there. Okay, let's try this. I'm coming, kid. I heard you coughing in there, old man. Ugh. Driving me crazy. Bunny ears is not working, Sarah. I'm so mad at it. Come on. See, now if you were watching me and I was a highly edited person, my content was highly edited, You would never know that you have to play with the twine sometimes. You'd be like, why isn't this working for me? It worked for her so easily. No, it's not the case. And linen twine doesn't do this so much. It might not even be all the colors. It's black. Let's see. I've still got this glue dot here. Let me see if I can strategically place that bow. Oh, I think she's got it, by George. Okay, it's close. It's better than nothing. Okay, so there is the first card that we cased. It's a winner. Chicken dinner. And this one is the second card we cased. Also a winner, chicken dinner, don't you think? Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a lot of fun chatting with you and making these cards for you. The whole time I was in Creativity Now, I was just having fun with my teammates and having fun watching Stampin' Up! Designers online. So please remember, there's a lot that the company offers you simply by purchasing a starter kit. You never know what kind of fun you're going to have. And I would love to have you on my team. We get together often, both in person and virtually. Okay, so you don't have to live in Boise, but if you live in Boise, that's where I am. As long as you're in the United States and you want to shop with a discount and have some fun, I'm your gal. Okay? All right, until Sunday, everyone, have some fun stamping. And if you decide to case these cards as well, please tag me. Let me know. I want to see. I need some more ideas. Okay, everyone, happy stamping.